Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of my Snowrunner hard mode playthrough. If you did miss the previous episode, I will have a link in the end of this video for you to catch up where you left off or to start from scratch right at the beginning. However, if you did catch the previous episode, you would have saw that we rescued the ANK, our new military truck. I have since taken that truck and the Land Rover back to White Valley. There is another truck that we need to rescue in White Valley, so I was thinking we was going to use the ANK for that. And then I brought the BM17 back to Pedro Bay because we do have a contract that we could get done straight away. As you can see there up in the top of the screen, we have pipeline repair, which is basically drive these two metal beams all the way over to this pipeline. And we have uncovered, or we have restored the entire road. We can do that fairly comfortably. The reason that I saw this contract in particular is because we really need a trailer. And we need a decent trailer because we can't have the Royal BM with a loading platform, a loading crane and a trailer. So unfortunately we are having to use this rather unorthodox trailer. It's a bit low. A bit more low than I would like. We will probably have to buy a decent trailer for this truck at some point, but I guess we'll do for now. So we'll get this delivered, then we'll head on over to, I think, the ANK, get that truck rescued, because the ultimate goal for this episode is to get everything back to the garage. I think we're going to the garage in White Valley. I think we're going to get all the trucks back at that garage, get them all upgraded, see exactly what each truck can do before we have to make a decision as to whether we're buying a truck or whether we can make do with what we've got. But yeah, that is the plan for this episode. I hope you're ready, and let's jump straight on in. So yeah, as I said, not an ideal trailer to be towing. It is very low, and when we're going through this deep snow, it is going to be bottoming out quite a lot. But unfortunately, it is the only low saddle trailer that we've picked up. We haven't uncovered any of the semi trailers, which of course ride a lot higher because they're just flat. You don't get this gooseneck. BM should be able to cope with this, I'm hoping. Yeah, it should be able to do it. It's not that bad, and it does. The BM does have chain tires, so that's definitely going to help because it's pretty much road once we get through this little bit of snow. And then up the hill over there, you can see it's all roads pretty much the entire way. So it should be fairly straightforward. And now the reason we actually needed a trailer in the first place is because there are a couple of bridges that we need to get repaired so that we can actually get back to the garage. So of course, when we were scouting, we used the Land Rover and we went through all the back roads. But if we can get those bridges up and running, that will save us a lot of time. We do also need to check for upgrades. I do know where there is one in White Valley. We saw that in one of the previous episodes. Come on, get onto the roads. Thank you. Yeah, we saw that in one of the previous episodes on the other side of the river. So we do know where there's one upgrade. I'm missing 3, I believe, in Alaska. And of course, we've got all the watchtowers, so it's not going to be easy to find them. I did say in the previous episode that I will be checking MudRunner, and I will do that probably after this video because I didn't have time to go and scout before. So we'll probably do that in between this and the next video. just so I can get them kind of mapped out in my head where we need to go. That way we can pick them up on the way past if we ever go past any of the hidden upgrades. So there it is. There is the pipeline. This will be the last road blockage in Pedro Bay. So that's really good. Really glad we got that sorted. A little bit of deep mud coming up. Stay towards the edge so that we can winch if we need to. That is another downside of this particular trailer, is that it has no sides on it. So if we tip it too much, I think it's 45 degrees. Could be wrong. But yeah, if we do tip it too much, they will just slide straight off. No matter how good they are tied down, always need to take a sideboard instead of a flatbeds. Just for that extra safety, extra security. Nothing worse than the cargo falling off. Now unfortunately it was just becoming nighttime as I started recording, so we're gonna have to be driving through the nighttime once again. As always seems to be the way when I start these episodes. I do want to wait until morning before we start pulling that stuck truck out of the riverbeds. Because that was I don't know exactly what it is. I could have found out because I've actually parked the A&K on the task giver, so I could have found out. But I do believe it is a heavy truck, so maybe another possibility for a good delivery truck. We'll have to wait and see. Come on, get up the hill. There we go. It's not too far to go now. We do see the pipeline already. So in terms of pipelines, I think there's only one more that we need to get repaired. I think that was in Mountain River, if I'm not mistaken. We also have that contest where we need to deliver that Scout 800 somewhere. So yeah, it's taking a long time because that trailer is basically getting stuck with those tiny wheels. Now, do have to be careful down here because I remember that camber, that negative camber, going straight into that light post. But yeah, it should be pretty much road all the way to the actual pipeline now. And just as I say that, it turned into mud, so I don't know what I'm talking about, obviously. I can at least see the pipeline right now. So we do not have too far to go. Just got to get through this deep mud. It might be a little bit of a problem, but we're gonna... Oh, we don't have diff lock on this truck, that's why. Forgot about that. Once we can get to that winch point, there we go. Should be able to take a lot more speed. But I do think we have unlocked the diff lock in one of the upgrades. I do think we've got it back at the garage. So we'll have to get that installed as soon as we can. And we'll park it up over here. That should be close enough. And unload. Pipeline is operational. Perfect. A little bit of money, a little bit of experience. It's all good. So, we need service spare parts. We also need to refuel, so we might as well come in, get some fuel. What is that going to be? That's vehicle spare parts. Yeah, I don't think we really need anything else over here. So for the bridge, we needed what was it? We needed service spare parts times 2 and wooden planks times 2. And I think we can get, well, we can get the service spare parts in Mountain River. And I think we can get wooden planks pretty close to the actual bridge, so I think we'll do that instead of towing them all over this map. Of course, we can get wooden planks on this map at the loading zone, which we used in the previous episode. I don't think we're going to be towing them all the way back. I think we shall just pick them up in Mountain River. It's going to be a lot easier. So let's refuel the BM17. Perfect. Try and get this big trailer turned around, which actually wasn't too bad. That's what I do like about these saddle trailers. Really easy to turn around. But with all that said and done, I shall drive this trailer back to Mountain River. And we can pick up some service spare parts. So we are back in Mountain River. We do have a little bit of daylight, which is beautiful. Love to see that. And we have stopped off at the service site, service station, whatever you want to call it, in Mountain River on the way back, so that we can pick up our 2 slots of service spare parts. Now, one of the good things about this gooseneck trailer is that you can actually store stuff on the gooseneck, and it makes it a little bit more stable than just overloading the actual trailer. That is something that we could possibly look into if we need to. But for this bridge, we only need the 4 slots of cargo, which is 2 service spare parts and 2 wooden planks. So fairly easy task to get on with. Restore the crane. Need to attach the trailer again. I don't think you should be able to pack and unpack without actually attaching the trailer. There we go. And now we might as well pack the cargo, which you obviously can't do when it's on the move like that, which is fair enough. That is a pole. But yeah, now we head on over to White Valley, pick up some wooden planks and get the bridge up and running. While we're in the area, I might look to see if we can rescue the Hummer. Either a Hummer or a Scout that is down there right next to the bridge. You'll have a look when we actually get to it. But it isn't too far off, so I might look about getting that at least on the road so we can get it delivered with another truck. Now we can't go that way because there is still that pipeline that we need to recover or to repair. So we're not going to go in that way anytime soon. I don't even think I have the task for it. I think it might be part of a contract. I haven't really looked too far ahead in terms of contracts. Right now we're still kind of in the middle of the scouting missions in terms of getting all the roads unlocked, getting as many upgrades as we can. Of course, we do have all of the watchtowers unlocked, which we did in the previous episodes with the Land Rover. But now we are looking to get all the roads uncovered, or all the roads unlocked. We did miss our turning. Oh, that's annoying. I just remembered that this is not a straight road. Well, it's not a direct road to where we need to go. We need to go down that muddy path right there. Luckily, these trailers are also very good at reversing. Nice and easy to get them reversed and turned around. So they do have their uses. I would much prefer one of the semi-sideboard trailers rather than this gooseneck. There seems to be a lot of engine damage there. Keep an eye on the cargo, make sure it doesn't fall off. It's quite a steep hill for this very long trailer. Come on, get it through. Oh, we need all-wheel drive. I keep forgetting when you go to a new map that it turns off all of the assists. And I feel like the trailer's stuck on something. Maybe the trailer's just stuck in deep muds. Can't even see the tyres on it. Yeah, very, very deep. Alright, let's try and get a decent winch going then, shall we? That should be better. Should be good once we get out of this, and then it is pretty much roads the entire way. We are going to be taking with us the cats that we rescued in one of the previous episodes. Still need to get that back to a garage so we can get at least some upgrades on it, see what it is capable of doing. But of course right now it doesn't have anything that I could use it for. It can tow a trailer and that's pretty much it. Doesn't have a saddle on it, it doesn't have a cargo holder on it. So there it is. We'll drive past it, we'll get the cat turned around and then we'll just tow that one back to White Valley. Should we get that? Change over to the cat. So it is a bit of a beast, this thing. But in terms of actually usefulness, yet to be decided. That should be good enough. Yeah, that should be good enough. Let's stop the engine, I guess. Let's see if we can actually pull it, because it is quite a heavy. It's quite a heavy truck, and we don't have any good winch points on this truck apparently. On this trailer. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to tow with the actual cats. But we do not have any winch points on the back of this trailer. That is yet another downside to this gooseneck. Really not looking forward to using this gooseneck at all. Very limited in what it can do. Let's save a bit of fuel. I don't think we need to have the engine on. Oh, maybe we do actually, because it does have the chain tyres, so maybe we'll just use that instead. This one is fully fueled though, so we don't have to worry about fuel for the time being. But I do find it weird that we have not uncovered any of the semi-sideboard trailers. I was thinking that there were at least one in Alaska. I don't know where it would be though. I think we need to go over to the side here to get some traction on these icy roads. There you go, that's a little bit better. I haven't actually uncovered that many trailers at all, which is why I had to go all the way to Pedro Bay just to get a trailer. I think there is a sideboard trailer that we are going past at the sawmill or the log station, which is where we're picking up the wooden planks. Other than that, there isn't actually that much in terms of trailers on Alaska, so we might have to buy a decent trailer. It depends if we can have any trucks with a sideboard attachment and a crane. If we can do that, then I think the sideboard trailer will be good enough. If not, then we'll either have to buy a truck or we'll have to put the semi sideboard trailer on the BM. But let's head on over to White Valley. So, White Valley. I've got to say, it is incredibly white, so they definitely got the name spot on for this one. But yeah, I do think it is just basically follow this road all the way down. And then there is, once we get to the broken bridge on this side of the valley, there is a dirt road to get to the other bridge. I think that is pretty much what we need to do. Just go down to the bridge, take a turn to the, I think it's to the right, I want to say, and then we just follow that all the way down. Or we could go on this road to the right, and that will lead us to it anyway. But I don't really think it matters. We're just going to follow this road for now. We haven't actually scouted this road. It is fully uncovered because of the watchtowers, but we haven't actually been down this road physically. A little bit stuck on the ice. There we go, get some traction on the snow. Actually, we might as well use an engine just to get us unstuck. In fact, we might as well just keep the engine on. Those chain tires are certainly going to help. And as you can see down there, we do have the A&K and the Land Rover. And that is because there is a heavy truck stuck down there in the river. So I'm thinking we need to at least follow the riverbeds, but it's a case of which way do you follow it. Do you come down this side of the riverbeds? Is there any way to get up? I guess there is, right there maybe. Or do you go the opposite direction and go around the back roads? I think I would rather come this way. We should be able to get through that in the A&K. I would take the cat down there, but I think the cat's a little bit too big, if I'm honest. It does look quite narrow down that little hill. So we'll give it a go in the A&K. We'll have to see how it fares, but I'm pretty sure it should be able to cope. So that is one of the bridges that we need to repair, and I think that is just 2 service spare parts, so we could actually get that repaired. However, annoyingly, this other bridge that we are heading to right now, it does require 2 service spare parts, which you can get on the opposite side of the bridge, and then you got the 2 wooden plank, which is over here. So annoyingly, this bridge, you'd either have to do a lot of driving, or you have to plan ahead like I'm doing right now. Slightly annoying that the 2 items that are required are on the opposite side of the bridge. But it shouldn't be too bad. We did get these, like we did have to go to Pedro Bay to get this trailer anyway. Could have done it without this trailer, I guess. So just would have had to drive all the way around. But I think if we park up the cats over here somewhere. Is that a log station? That is not a log station. That is oil rig service site. Okay. Well, we're going to drop the cat off here because I think the bridge is literally right there. So let's stop the engine, change over to the Royal. The BM17 as they call it. Try and get this turned around without getting stuck in the mud. Nice and easy. And then if we go back this way a little bit, there should be a turn in on the left so that we can go up to a log station, where I'm pretty sure we can pick up wooden planks. There is of course a sawmill in this map, one that we have discovered already. We went past it and picked up a task. Now we haven't actually been in this oil field, so So I guess we should just go around, see if there is anything of interest. This one was still covered by the watchtower, or the fog of war, because it wasn't part of a watchtower. Let's just go and have a quick look. Very muddy through here though. There we go, that should be better. Maybe try and stay on the tracks a little bit. I did see a loading zone over on the other side, so we'll have a quick look what that is. I'm gonna guess oil, maybe. Either oil or fuel would be my first initial guess. What can we get here? Fuel and fuel and oil. There we go. So my first initial guess was correct. But then out of here could be a logging station, like right there somewhere. Oh god. That could have been bad. But yeah, when I looked on the map, it wasn't that far from the actual bridge, so maybe just around this corner. Yeah, there it is. Look at that. Beautiful stuff. And it definitely looks like we can pick up wooden planks here, because we do have the flat loading platform. And of course we have the log loading station over there as well. Beautiful stuff. I don't think there's as much logging in Alaska as there was in Michigan, which is nice. Alright, we'll get this trailer parked up as best we can. Want to get it a little bit further so that we can deliver, or so we can load on the back. Should be good enough right there. Get the Royal BM in position. And we are looking for wooden planks. Thank you very much. So I do believe this is only a 2 or a 4 slot cargo bed. I don't think you can actually pack stuff on the gooseneck. You can at least load stuff on the gooseneck. I don't think you can actually pack it. So it's not as if it is a... It's not as if it's a upgrade in terms of trailers. It is only a 4 slotter. I think at least. Doesn't look like you could fit any more on there, if I'm honest. And I do believe the semi sideport trailer is a 5 slot cargo. But of course you don't have the gooseneck that is taking up a lot of space. But yeah, you can't fit any more on that trailer. That is fully loaded. Right, let's go back to the actual bridge that we need to repair. Right, let's get this thing repaired. So we have already tagged the task. What is it going to be? It's going to be long bridge. Start tracking. And can we get it delivered here? We can. Perfect. Let's get this unloaded. And the service spare parts. Beautiful. Looks like it's going to be too difficult to actually get to that scout. I can't see any good ways to get to it. I think you have to get it from over there. Oh, there is a car down there, which would suggest that there is a upgrade around here somewhere. Oh, we need to get out the middle of the road maybe. But yeah, I can't see any good ways to get to that scout. Maybe from the back. I don't know. And I can't see any upgrades. We do know there is an upgrade, like right down there by the side of the river. Stop the engine and let's change into the Caterpillar. I hope I've left enough room for me to actually get past with this Caterpillar. It's quite wide. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. It should be just about enough room there. A bit tight. There we go. And now there is a service hub. There is another service hub up here. Service station, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, that should be where that arrow is. So we will be stopping off there to pick up yet more service spare parts. Because as we are in the area, we might as well get the other bridge repaired. So once again, drop off the BM. Drive the cat a little bit forwards because that will be our towing vehicle. Just there should be good enough. Then let's head on over to get some more service spare parts. Right, loaded up and ready to go. That was fairly quick and painless. Nice easy loading job. You love to see it. So yeah, we'll get the cat delivered over to the garage. And then we'll head on over and get the final bridge repaired with the BM. You can see the garage is actually just right there. You also have the fuel right outside. So that is good. Now I do know that the cat can never get chain tires. It is pretty beastly in the snow and in the mud, but it does never get chain tires, so that is slightly worrying that that is not even an option. But let's get it into the garage. There we go. Beautiful. Jump back into the Royal, and we are kind of running out of fuel. Should have enough to get there and back. We do also have the what was it, a Chevrolet? I want to say it was a Chevrolet that we dropped off over here somewhere on the roads. We also need to get that delivered to parking. It should be fully repaired and refueled. Yeah, it is a Chevrolet. Just about see it there in the corner. Make sure we don't hit it on the way past. Okay, that is another truck that we need to get delivered. But here we are, made it to the bridge. Nice and easy. Alright, get this delivered. Perfect. We'll probably take it through and get it turned around. Nice. A little bit of money, a little bit of experience. Should be pretty close to having the maximum experience. Shouldn't take us too long. We'll get this turned around. And then we'll jump over to the A&K, see if we can get that heavy truck rescued. That did not go to plan, did it? Yeah, that's not really working the way I wanted it to. Okay, that should be good enough to get around. Kind of. Make it work. Yes. Beautiful stuff. Ow. Alright, we'll leave this here. Jump over to the A&K. We should probably actually get the Land Rover out of the way. Drive it over to the other side of the roads. Right. Let's see if we can actually get this truck. It is slightly scary taking the A&K down this hill because we do know that the A&K is very tippy already. Right, let's have a look. So we're going to accept it. I'm going to start tracking it as well. Where do we need to go? Deliver to parking. Is that just going to be at the garage? It is. So we're not going to be able to jump into the Derry Longhorn until we get to the garage. Very, very steep. Okay, how are we doing for fuel? But the Derry actually has a little bit of fuel. And it doesn't look beaten up. So I'm going to guess it's fully repaired. At least the engine's on. That's a good start. Now the only problem with coming this way is it does seem a little bit rocky. We'll have to see how it goes, but I don't think the A&K is going to have no problem. But I do worry about the Derry getting over these rocks. And it looks like a heavy-duty truck rather than a off-road truck. Come on, just a little bit more. Just need to get past that first rock. Looks like it's caught on the bumper. Okay. You know what? Reverse a little bit. Can you do that? You don't want to, do you? You could just reverse like a tiny little bit, please. There we go. And then we could try and drag you this way. We'd get round that rock. There we go. There might be some damage to the actual gearbox. It might be getting stuck in neutral or something. Okay, but we are through. And we just need to look for a way up where there is no barriers in the way. So I'm noticing a bit of a less of a hill, like right where that dead tree is. So I'm thinking we should probably head that way. It seems like the most logical route for now. Or even up there. Oh, don't tip, please don't tip. Think we might get stuck on that rock. No, we are good. A&K absolutely showing us who's boss here. But it does not look like the Derry is very well kitted out in its stock condition. But I think I'm going to leave the Land Rover. I'm going to leave that right there. We do not need any other upgrades for that Land Rover. That is pretty much stocked out. Just as I let go of the winch, we go into a pole. Come on, we just need to get past some of these rocks. Which is slightly difficult as we are on icy roads. There we go. Just take the rock with you. That'll do. Get some traction, please.
One eternity later.
Yes, finally. So as you can see, it has taken quite a long time. I finally decided to give it a go with the BM17 instead. And it pulled out first try. So we just had a little bit more power to weight ratio, I guess. Able to get the Derry out of the hole. So now we just need to get these delivered over to the garage. As you can see, the Derry there, not on snow tires, so it's not on chain tires, of course. It is pretty stock as it is. Oh, please don't tip it. Oh my god. So it is quite damaged, actually, as I suspected. I don't think it was engaging the gears properly. So we are actually going to turn off the engine on that truck. Because I feel like it's sliding all over the place anyway. But yeah, we'll get these over to the garage. Get that little bit of money that we were looking for. Oh, come on, stop this. Stop sliding so much. We will be having a full repair once we get back to the garage. Because this truck is pretty beaten up right now. Might even be an idea to take it on the trailer. Anyway, we'll leave that truck there for now. We'll pick up our trailer again. Attach the trailer. Beautiful stuff. I hope the A&K can actually tow that back now without any problems. And park up here with the Royal. Stop the engine. Okay. Now we do have fuel at the garage that we can use. I just figured the A&K would be less fast, a little bit slower on the ice, So that might stop the Derry from sliding around too much. Guess we'll just have to wait and see. Please don't slide into that Chevrolet. Oh my god. Full 360. Ah, this is going to be a nightmare to get turned around now, isn't it? I guess we just have to take it backwards. We should be able to work it well. Luckily the garage isn't too far. Thought it was going to fall over again then. Alright, let's get it delivered to parking. No point taking fuel out of this one because we are going to be keeping it. Now we just need to get it delivered. If we can actually get it, there we go. Finally. Jesus. That was a bit of a nightmare. Alright, get that one in the garage. Get the A&K in the garage as well. Like so. Perfect. And the Royal BM17. We'll jump back into this one and we'll get this Chevrolet delivered. Since we are going past anyway, we might as well. Hopefully it didn't take any damage. There we go. Should be good like that. I would like to get this onto the actual trailer. However, we can't jump into it and drive it ourselves, so I guess we're just going to have to winch it. Just have to keep an eye on it. Make sure it doesn't take any damage. Because of course we don't have any resupply zones, I don't think, on this map. So we can't even resupply the Land Rover and get it fully repaired again. Which does kind of suck. Right, okay, let's take it nice and easy through here. We need to be going through this way. There's also that, which I believe was the fuel trailer that we have not collected yet. So this should just be a case of delivery. There we go. Beautiful stuff. Right, let's get this one over to the garage as well. And now before we end the episodes, once everything is in the garage, I do want to have a quick look through, get everything upgraded and fully repaired, so that we can actually see if we do have any useful trucks. Alright, everything is fully back in the garage. Might as well spend a little bit of money to get these trucks repaired as well. We're going to start with the Royal BM. So we do have a better engine. That is actually, by the looks of it, the best engine we can get. I'm going to stick that on. I'm going to keep one of the old engines. Might as well stick a high range gearbox on it. Or off-road. Which one? I guess off-road. We'll keep the high end. We did have the race suspension, so that is good. Probably should have kept the stock. Going to keep the highway tires. But it does mean we can upgrade the chain tires, which is beautiful. We're going to do that straight away. Could get a better winch. I'm going to leave that for now. Might as well invest in a spare wheel. And a snorkel, I guess. So, what do we want to use this truck for? I guess we're going to have to stick with the low saddle. Yeah, I think we're going to have to. Got any more of these? No, I think we've already been through all of this. Could get some fog lights. Beacons and fog lights. There we go. Yeah, looks a little bit better. Already upgraded that. And we do have the custom paint job. Right, that was the Royal BM. Now let's see what we can get done with the A&K. So we do have an engine upgrade that we need to discover. I think we're going to leave that for now. I guess we'd have the off-road gearbox, sell the old one. So we can have active suspension, which is interesting. That's in Yukon. Stock, raised, and tuned custom, which is also in Yukon. We're going to have the raised suspension. Tires. What are we going to have for tires? We have off-roads. Do actually get mud tires or chain tires. I think we're going to stick with the mud tires. The question is which ones. They're all 51 inches. That would make it a little bit more stable, I feel like. They all seem pretty similar. I guess we'll go with the 2s. Yeah, that seems reasonable. What tires did it have on it? Off-roads. Okay. Winch will stick that for now. Might as well invest in a spare wheel and a snorkel. Beautiful. In terms of visuals, I know I'm probably wasting a lot of money here, but we do have enough to at least upgrade some stuff. Don't want a beacon, don't really interested in any lights. We do want, though, some decent fog lights. Like that. Wedge cap. An interesting exhaust, I'll give it that. I think we'll probably go with the muzzle again. And rims don't really matter. So what paint job should we have? I guess we'll go with the blue, since we are in Alaska. And we did not... Okay, so it doesn't have any other attachments. So that is basically it. Okay, that is interesting. And we then have the Derry Longhorn. I don't want to buy a saddle low. I don't know why you're asking me to buy a saddle low. Gonna keep it in terms of engine upgrades because that is a lot of money. Would like to get that Westline V12. Gearbox, might as well stick a high range gearbox in it. Suspension is stock. Tires, so it was on highway tires. I think we'd probably have to go with the or with the chains. I think that is going to be the only option, really. Yeah, we'll go with chain tires. So the old one, perfect. Stock winch. Gonna leave the spare wheels. Snorkel. Guess we'll get the tall one. Frame add-ons. So it can only take the saddles. Okay, that is interesting to know. We'll get some fog lights. We'll keep the fenders on there. Let's go with heavy duty pipe. Don't want any of that. No, none of that. Angled sun visor. Looks quite nice, we'll have that. Outrolled, muzzle, or flat cap. We'll stick with the muzzle. And yeah, that doesn't really matter. We do have a custom paint job, which is a moose. Of course it is. So we will keep that on. And now the Caterpillar. What does Caterpillar able to do? I guess we'll have the best engine. We might as well. Gearbox, we're going to get the advanced special. Suspension is stock as I suggested it would be. and we can only get mud tires. Okay. So I'm guessing this one looks best from what I can see. Gonna keep the winch the same. Doesn't get all, no, it does get all-wheel drive. So this is going to be a log carrier or a fuel carrier. Or a container carrier. But then we would have to get another truck with a crane on it. I'm actually thinking it might be better as a fuel carrier. Yeah, I think that might be the way to go. Visuals, there is no visuals. Change the rims if you want. And we can't have a different paint job, so that is pretty much it. Repair doesn't really need repair. This one does need repair. It's going to be $5,000 though. Well, we'll get that done. This one does not need repair, just body work. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video. So we've got quite a lot done today. We got 2 of the bridges done in, what was it, in White Valley. We also got a pipeline repaired, and of course we rescued the Derry Longhorn. So pretty good episode. I'm happy with that. Happy with the progress. In the next episode, I'm not sure what we're going to be doing, but I'm sure we're going to be doing the tasks and contracts associated with White Valley. However, I'm not too sure if we need to buy another truck. As you can see, there is not really any of the trucks that we have right now that are very versatile. So I may be looking to buy a new truck once we build the money back up. But yeah, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video if you are enjoying the series, and of course get yourself subscribed so that you never miss a video. But I will see you in the next one. Take care and goodbye.